Assalamu alaikum students, and now we have to discuss about the compound. Before this we have done about the elements. First of all, the short question, what is compound? Compound is a pure substance consists of the two or more elements which have been chemically combined. When two or more elements chemically combine together, they form compound. It means compound is made up of elements. Look here, you can see the very common example, that is the sodium chloride, and sodium chloride is made up of the sodium and chlorine. Sodium is also a element and chlorine also element. When these two elements chemically combine together, they form sodium chloride. The next one is sand. Its formula is silicon dioxide. It means it consists of the silicon element and oxygen element. The next is dry ice. Dry ice consists of the carbon and oxygen. When carbon and oxygen chemically combine together, they form dry ice. Its formula is carbon dioxide. The next is calcium carbonate. Calcium carbonate is a compound and it is made up of the three elements: calcium, carbon and oxygen. Sugar. Sugar is also a compound that is made up of carbon, hydrogen and oxygen. The next is polyethylene. Polyethylene is also a compound, a kind of plastic that we use in our daily life. It is made up of carbon and hydrogen. How we represent compound? We use word equation. Now the concept is word equation. A word equation is a type of equation that is used to represent the compound formation. For example, hydrogen is an element. When it chemically combines with oxygen, it forms water. Water is a compound and water is made up of the two elements, hydrogen and oxygen. Here are the general properties of the compounds that we have to discuss. That compounds are formed by chemical reaction. Look at the diagram. Iron is an element and sulfur is also an element. When iron and sulfur combine together with the heat and convert into iron sulfide. Iron sulfide is a compound. It is made up of the iron and sulfur. Iron and sulfur both are elements. When they combine together with the heat, they form iron sulfide. Iron sulfide is a compound. Look at the equation. You have to write the word equation also. Iron plus sulfur, iron sulfide. The next property. Compounds can only be broken down into simpler substances by chemical reaction. It means we can break down the compound into its simpler substances with chemical reaction. Here you can see the diagram of the copper carbonate. Copper carbonate is inside the test tube, and when we heat the copper carbonate in the test tube, it converts into the copper oxide. Copper oxide, look at the black copper oxide, and convert into the gas. That the white gas is showing carbon dioxide gas. So it is showing that with the help of the chemical reaction, we can break down the compound into simpler substances. Copper carbonate is a compound. When we heat the copper carbonate, it converts into the copper oxide and carbon dioxide. Both these two also the compound, but the equation is showing that when one compound it break down into further simpler substances. It may be the elements, it may be the compound. The next property is a compound has the properties which are different from the properties of its constituent elements. Here we can see the sodium when chemically combined with chlorine, and form the sodium chloride. Sodium chloride is a compound which is made up of the sodium and chlorine. But the properties of the sodium chloride is totally different from the chlorine and sodium. Look at the word equation. Sodium plus chlorine make the sodium chloride. This property is showing that the product, mean to say the product sodium chloride, is totally different from the sodium and chlorine. The last property of the compound is the different elements in a compound are joined together in a fixed proportion by mass. For example, if we want to make water, then we have to need 1 gram of hydrogen and 8 gram of oxygen. Then we can get the 9 gram of water. It means the composition by mass of the element is fixed. When the fixed amount of the elements chemically combine together, they form the fixed amount of the compound. We look at the formula. The formula of the water is H2O. You can see the percentage of the elements. We have to need the 2 hydrogen and 1 oxygen. Look at the mass proportion of the elements. We have to need the look at the percentage. We have to need the 1 gram of hydrogen and 8 gram of oxygen, and we get the 9 gram of water. The next is the formation of compound. How can we form the compound? There are the 3 ways to form the compound. Number 1. Number 1. When we chemically combine elements with element with element, then we can get the compound. Number 2. When we chemically combine element plus compound, we get the compound. Number 3. When we chemically combine compound with compound, we can also get the compound. Here are the 3 ways for the formation of the compound. Number 1, we have to discuss that combining elements during chemical reaction. Look at the diagram. Here is a magnesium. Magnesium is a metal that when we burn magnesium, it gives the white fumes. Look at the white fumes. When oxygen burn with oxygen, it forms the magnesium oxide. Magnesium is also element and oxygen is also element. When these two elements chemically combine together, they form magnesium oxide. Magnesium oxide is a compound. So the first formation of the compound is showing that elements chemically combine with other element and form the compound. The second property of the formation of compound is that combining elements and compound. Before this we have done element and element. Now the second property is when elements chemically combine with compounds, it form the compounds. For example, here you can see the colorless nitric oxide. This one is a nitric oxide and colorless oxygen. When colorless nitric oxide and oxygen, nitric oxide is a compound and oxygen is element. When this compound and element chemically combine together, they form the nitrogen dioxide, a brown fumes. Brown fumes mean the gas that contain the brown color. That's why we call it brown fumes, mean gas like structure. Nitric oxide is a compound when it combined with colorless oxygen. Both these are colorless. When they chemically combine together and nitrogen dioxide and other compound is formed. When these two combine, it convert into brown in color. Brown color gas called the nitrogen dioxide. The third property, combining compounds during chemical reaction. When one compound react with other compound, it also form the compound. When colorless ammonia, ammonia is gas, very pungent gas, very smelly, and when it chemically combined with colorless hydrogen chloride is also in a gas form. These two gases, these two are compound. When these two compound chemically combine together, they form the ammonium chloride. Ammonium chloride is a compound, and you can see the white fumes. When ammonium chloride contain the white fumes of ammonium chloride is showing that it is made up of the colorless ammonia and colorless hydrogen chloride. Hydrogen chloride is also a compound and ammonia is also a compound. Both these two gases chemically combine together, they form ammonium chloride, that is also a compound. So when compound react with compound, they also form the compound. This was all about your topic compound. Now we have done the formation of compound and properties of compound.